Things Gary does. So I got my prints today. I got them from the printer guy. A guy at work referred me to this printer place, and I got prints, and so here they are. I don't know how I was trying to build that up, but yeah, here are all the pages out here in pretty digital printed form all the way through. What I did was that I got 10 copies of most of every one of these pages. I got 15 of this one and 15 of this one, just because I think people will probably like those two more, and so it makes sense to have more on hand in case more people want it. And in that light, I only got 5 of these ones because I'm pretty sure most people are not going to want a print of just two boys crying. So really, so I got these ones, which these are 9 by 14 inches, so they're fairly big, but they're not like monsters. And then I got 11 by 17s, and these ones are printed on a little bit nicer paper and stuff, and those ones I'm actually going to mount, and those are the ones I'm going to be displaying at Pride. So those ones will be hanging up, and these ones I'll just have, that's a thing. Need to figure. Well, I'll have those on hand for people to buy. It won't be for very much. I'm not really looking to make a lot of money off of this or anything, just maybe recoup some of the costs from the booth and everything. But yeah, it's actually a pretty big relief to have these things done and in my hands and here, because this is like the minimum, this is what I've been calling the minimum viable product for me. That if I didn't have these things, or at least those 11 by 17 prints, there's no reason for me to have the booth at all, and so it would have been a big fat waste of money and time. So finally having these things in my possession and almost ready took a big weight off of me. Which is not to say that I am at all stress-free. There are still a lot of aspects to all of the things that I have yet to finish. Like the booth is all one, well, the prints are all one, and then I need to buy materials to actually display those things. I have a plan in mind, and I even was like wandering around Home Depot for about 2 hours today, like looking over things and seeing what I could find, and I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do now. And that'll all happen tomorrow. And so I'm not real worried about that. I mean, it's always there at the back of my mind, like, hey, we don't forget about doing this. The thing I'm most worried about is the Kickstarter. Which I'm not really sure why I'm worried about that right now. Oh, that's why. So I got most of the plan done for the Kickstarter. Yesterday I spent like 5 hours filming a 2-minute video because it was really hard. Like, it's not like these videos, like I was trying to like keep it short and, you know, do like a professional type deal, and I underestimated how hard it was going to be, like talking about this story, and then also in like I need to disseminate information to you. But so the digital part of the Kickstarter thing is done, but I remembered like too late, spoiler alert, too late, that I needed something to, you know, like, so you come into the booth, and you're like, hey, cool, well, look, it's like all this. And then somehow magically you find out that I have a Kickstarter going, which is an issue. And then I tell you about it, and I tell you the URL, and then you leave, and then like an hour later, you're on your phone, and you're like, oh, I should look that up. Oh, I don't remember the name. I don't know the URL. Bummer. So the plan was to print like business card size stuff to just hand out to people, just so they have like a physical like thing and a record and like a, you know, so they can look at the URL if they forget it. But I was looking at Vistaprint, and I was too late for them by like a day, and then I was talking to another printer in Utah, and they gave me a quote, and I was like, I don't need that many, and so I asked for a new estimate, and I was like, hey, can I get these by Friday by any chance? And then today, I don't get very good reception, or I don't get, like, my company Wi-Fi stops my emails, and so I went home to get my wallet to pay for the prints, and saw an email, and it was like, oh yeah, we can totally do it by Friday, but just let us know and pay us by noon, and the time I was reading it, it was 12:30. So neither of those worked out. The last plan, backup plan, is just to print off some sheets like Kinko's or FedEx or whatever it's called, and then just cut out the little pieces myself. I debate on my mind how much I really need it, because, you know, if someone really likes it, they might just punch it in their phone immediately, but then again, who knows? And that's been the most stressful part of this whole thing, really. Like, you know, the logistics of getting everything set and ready is one deal. But that's even the difficulty of that is even compounded by the fact that I just have no idea what to expect when I get there. Like, I have no idea if anyone will even like this. I have no idea if anyone's even gonna see it. I could be put in some weird spot that nobody walks around in. Like, I just have no idea what to expect from this. Like, if I knew that it was gonna be super wildly popular, you know, I might have, you know, printed off 1 million prints and, you know, had less concern about making my Kickstarter do this and that. But I just don't know. Like, I want to be ready in case people really like it, but that costs a lot of money. So I'm trying to, like, keep it scalable without, you know, spending all of my money. And because, you know, I like having my work printed, but I don't need 120 pages of my story, like, hanging around. So anyway, I've just been slowly losing my mind over this last week, trying to keep everything together. Anyway, it's a lot easier to vlog when I have things to vlog about and something I'm working on, so I'll probably be building the stuff for the booth tomorrow, and I'll bring my camera along and we'll do that too, so I can do this video thing again that I enjoy and miss. But yeah, so if you're going to be at Pride, you can get your money ready for one of these, and you can own a real piece of the story of Salmonarian. And that's all. So till tomorrow, bye. Things done.